Hey, all right, what's going on, YouTubers? What's popping? Just wanted to give you guys a heads up on what to do when you buying and or see a good lot for really good prices. Sometimes you should never be intimidated by dirt and stuff like that. See me, all right, now this is the stuff I got from Perry yesterday in Columbus Flea Market. Now, a lot of people will say things like, "Well, you know what? Maybe you shouldn't tell people this and that." See, I'm that kind of person. I'm the kind of person that I like sharing, and if I can help people with experiences and stuff, that's just me. You know what I mean? And I mean, that's just the kind of person I am. So this is all the stuff I got from Perry yesterday. Me and my cousins, Alex and his brother. Oh man, my throat. Woo. Excuse me. Erick. Woo. Excuse me, sorry for that. They invited me to the Cherry Hill GI Joe show, and this is like a over a month, well anticipated wait. And the whole week last week I was very anxious. So I took them down to Columbus, and we all got stuff. It's always good when you could take people down somewhere and they could be so impressed and overwhelmed with how good the place was. I mean, it was hot as hell. It was a lot of. I mean, it was like. I mean, let me put it this way. It was like Grand Central Station in rush hour. I mean, I haven't seen Columbus Flea Market that packed with vendors and just people walking around in a very long time. I've never seen it that packed like this year, and it was actually a good day. So we had to, watch what we brought because, we knew it was going to the show, and being at, the show was supposed to be 20 minutes away. Somebody over exaggerated. It was more like half an hour to 40 minutes away. But anyway, the way Erick ass drive, and that's a whole different story, man. That's just an inside joke between me, Erick, and his brother Alex. Real cool brothers, man. I could definitely say I could see myself, hanging out with these guys for a long future, man. Real cool guys. It's always good to meet people, and it's real hard to come across. For me, it's hard to come across brothers, even though I'm a lot older than these guys. Age is just a number, but it's just real cool to meet people, especially people in my ethnic my ethnic background and stuff, to where they're into this kind of stuff. You got brothers that are, but I'm never around them. You know what I mean? So, and to see those two brothers bicker and shit like that, it just reminds me of my brothers, because I don't have a relationship with my younger brother for a lot of reasons. And one of my other brothers, one of the twins passed away. The other one is, I'm not going to really go into my family details, but it's just sad. And we all grew up loving and liking, even though my baby brother is like eons younger than me and my two older ones, but it is what it is. But anyhow, moving on to this, yesterday, when I got home and I took this out the bag, I was like, what is that smell? What is that smell? And this thing was extremely dirty. One mistake I did make was I normally carry wipes with me and sanitizer, because I sanitize my hands. Then after I do that, I let it dry. Then I use a wipe to wipe all of that stuff off of my hand and stuff, especially when it came to something like this. Now Perry was asking a specific price, and Alex was right. I should have brought everything, because he was like, "Yo, see if your boy would do this price," and I was like, "Nah, I really don't want to buy everything, because don't forget the show we got to go to." And I was very limited on funds, being at this time of the month, and hey, I got a mortgage to pay and all this other stuff, and responsibilities. I mean, we all do, you know what I mean. But I did, tell, I helped him out as far as like deciding on the. Well, I'm glad he brought all those banging ass 1/6 scale fucking guns, because that was a steal. I mean, even if he paid twice as much, that still would have been a steal. Because most of those guns, I think the cheapest one is probably like $15 for. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, let me tell you guys, the kit bashing and customizing world of 1/6 scale will never die, and people pay money for these things, and a lot of people can't get this stuff. So he got a great deal, and he was just trying to, return the favor. Oh, somebody must have turned the AC on. And he was right. I should have. But you know what? I didn't know what I was going to come across at the show. So I was like, you know what? But now looking back, I should have gotten the I should have tried to work a better deal out with Perry, because the price he was asking for all this He-Man stuff and those G1 Transformers, even though there was one G1 Transformer, I think it was Slag or Sludge. He his horn, his what's it called, was broken. But other than that, all the other stuff, he has some GoBots and other stuff there, and the price is there because he's like, if you take everything, it's almost like he was doing $25 per bag, which is almost unheard of. But I think what I'm gonna do is, I think I'm gonna call somebody and ask them to give me Perry's number. I should have been had his number, and I'm gonna see if he still got those Transformers, and I might work something out with this weekend coming up. I think I'm gonna do that. So yeah, because I don't think he comes out on Thursdays. Because a lot of people I deal with, they normally come out on Sundays. That's another reason why I don't really go on Thursdays that much. But every once in a while, you do have vendors that do only go on Thursday that don't go on Sunday. So it's But this stuff was a steal. I got this stuff, and so this stuff was a steal, and I got that one Transformer helicopter triple changer, whatever thingamajig, and come to find out, I actually do have that one. So being that it's a triple changer, I might just keep it instead of selling it. I didn't pay much for it. I mean, he gave me I paid. I'm not. You know what? I'm not gonna say. It was great, and the price he wanted for basically that whole table of vintage 80s stuff was fucking phenomenal. But again, I couldn't do it. Now, I don't know why some people didn't want this. He did have these in a bag. See, I tell people what you should do is, if you're gonna sell at a garage sale and or at a flea market or whatever, never keep figures and accessories in a bag like this. This is a no-no. I'm gonna tell you why. Because a lot of people, especially a lot of the pro buyers, because me, I mean, I know a lot of guys like Eddie and other individuals, they prefer to deal with the regular collectors. Me, I'm not like that. I look for the resellers and the people that buy, because to me, they're the ones that are serious about buying bulk and then making money on it. So those are the people I like going for. I don't really like them. I mean, I don't really give a shit, but when I do garage sales, and especially at flea markets and now toy shows, if I make a certain amount of money at a specific time of the day, I know the rest of my day is going to be good. But if the money is dragging and I got like maybe 100 or less in my pocket and it's already like 9:30, 10 o'clock, it's a shitty day for me. For all the years I've been doing flea markets, it's always like that for me. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you do have the late bloomers, but at my garage sale, I don't care because it's my house. But like if I'm at a show, I got paid for tables, and if I'm at the flea market, I got paid for the spot. So the first money I gotta make up is I gotta make up. It's catch-22 everywhere. I'm not gonna really go into that depth, but anyway, this is everything I did get from Perry outside of that triple change and transformer. I forgot his name already. All this stuff is in great condition. It just had to be cleaned. This was ridiculously, freakishly disgusting, and I'm kind of upset myself that I even allowed Alex and Erick to bag this for me while I was making a deal with Perry, because I didn't realize what was on it. It was a lot of dirt and grime, and as soon as I got home, actually as soon as Erick handed it to me from out the back, I'm surprised we didn't smell it in the car. But as soon as he handed it to me, it was a little windy, and I was like, what the fuck is that smell? I said to myself. So when I got down in the basement, I'm like, what is that smell? And then I'm looking up at my ceiling, and I'm like, what? Did the dog, he's terrified of coming down here. And I'm like, what, did he urinate upstairs somewhere? I mean, it was bad. I'm talking about, and it wasn't cat. I know the difference between cat feces smell, cat urine smell, and a dog. Dogs have a very distinctive scent. I know the difference between deer, bear, squirrel. I mean, I could tell. And I've been around dogs enough to know the smell of urine. And I don't know where it was on here, but I'm pretty sure wherever Perry got this from, this person probably had it in a barn or in a bag. I don't know, but whatever it was, shit got stained with urine. This stuff didn't smell like that, but this stuff was filthy. I mean, this thing was so disgusting that, and I have an extremely strong stomach. I could have regurgitated, just looking at just the sorcerer's chair. I'm talking about like foul. This was actually not bad, but underneath the chair was just as bad as up here. I mean, I'm talking about like, oh my damn. But again, I have a strong stomach. This stuff was dirty, not as dirty as this. This was filthy. The inside of The back and front of the castle was filthy. There was a lot of buildup coagulated around this little post. And even inside this door, it was, like not this side, but that side. Inside this was like, I don't even want to talk about it. It was crazy. But this thing is like, I mean, look at that. I mean, it is almost like it came right out the box. I know what cleaning solutions to use and whatnot. And all this stuff was also dirty. But this is why I tell people, man, sometimes, like, depending on what you pay for stuff, look at this. Look how clean that is. Like this, all this was, it was terrible. All up in there was filthy. And the same thing for the inside of this bad boy. And being that I'm a toy guy and I'm a reseller myself, I don't think I'm as thrifty. I think I'm a lot more fairer than a lot of other people, because my thing is, if I can make 10, when I buy storage units, it's a different story. When I buy storage units, you want to buy as cheap as possible, because I have to take in consideration I have to rent a truck. So I have to pay for the truck rental. Then after that, I got to pay for gas. I got to pay for a lot of things. But when it comes to buying from people, whether it's a garage sale, a flea market, or even thrifting, I got to take in consideration, okay, well, what are they asking for? What would I pay for it? And this and the third. I always keep saying this, people shop with their eyes. Everybody does. And when people see stuff just laid out and they see other people pass by, or if they don't see a lot of people at your spot, they continue to walk by. But when they see a lot of people there, we all have this tendency to rush wherever a large group is, because we just automatically like, I got to get that. I got to see what they got. You know what I mean? So when you don't really have nobody there, people just feel like, this person has nothing of interest. And when people see a whole bunch of old vintage toys and stuff, and seeing that, and Perry did say that he wasn't trying to sell none of it separate. He was trying to sell everything together, but he did allow me to take one G1 transformer out. Actually, it was two, but the other one I did have. So yeah, and to that effect, the price he was asking for everything I thought was phenomenal. But again, the toy show. But this was, it had so much dirt, coagulation, God knows how many decades, probably 30 years of, it was fucking filthy. I had to wash this thing 4 times. I even had to use bleach, a little bit of bleach and other solutions to really get in there. And now it has no scent whatsoever. It smells like plastic now. But when I tell you, it smelled like dried up dog urine. Not even mice or rat urine. Dog urine. It was almost, it was fucking filthy. And maybe that's why somebody didn't buy it. But sometimes, man, when you're buying stuff and it's a great deal, you should buy it. Because the fact that the price he wanted just for, the price that was just on this was a steal. Look at all this stuff. Come on, man. Look at this. You got the computer. You got the little arsenal room thing. This I didn't wash because, one, I didn't need to wash it, and I didn't want to mess up the flag. You know what I'm saying? You do have this piece, which is ironic because I did get some parts from Eddie the other day. And, the shield wasn't included. And I think is also missing a sword, a knife, or an axe. It's missing something else to complete the Castle Grayskull weapon rack. But being that it has virtually everything else here, because I have another Castle Grayskull here. As you see, it says Loose Motu Castle Grayskull. And these are the weapons right in here. So, nope, don't want to lose that. So, yep. So here you have that, and these, I think I got more buzz-offs than any other figure. I gotta hurry up and finish this video because, my son Mike Jr. is taking me and his brother to IHOP. So this was in the bag. Battle damage or battle armor Skeletor, and he didn't need to be washed. Of course, that just happens over time. The staining, like the crotch staining. Same thing for He-Man and the Bastards of the Universe. Hi, I'm Prince Adam. And, it actually still stays in there. And, pretty dope, man. He's actually in really, really good condition. And, I think the battle, yeah. So that works. Oh, that's probably Isaiah calling me now. So yeah, this is everything, and you know, this is all the stuff I got from him as far as Masters of the Universe go. I should have brought the Transformers stuff, but again, that price was crazy. But anyway, I gotta go because that's my youngest son calling me, so they're probably wondering where I'm at. So catch you guys later. Peace.